Doing for the city, man. Yeah.
All right. Welcome to season 2 of the Cultural Illiteracy Podcast. We're starting this one off a little different than last season. Got a guest with me. His name is Cameron Edwards, and I'm not gonna lie, he has so much. He got so much he's doing in his bio. I didn't have enough time to commit it to memory, and I didn't want to shortchange him, so I figured he could probably introduce himself better than I can. I'll just say he's something like a big deal, and I'll let him fill you in on the details.
Man, I ain't doing nothing. Don't let them guys like me like that, man. I ain't hitting on
Hey,
that. Let me tell it.
hey, well, okay, I won't let you tell it then. 'Cause this nigga,
Trying to be, everywhere like air, man, all over the place like space, man. In my E40 voice, you feel me?
he got a lot going on. He's been popping. So what I can tell you from the outside looking in, because I don't know him too well. He's a familiar face. Um, I seen him. It looked like at some lowest points of his life, and then I seen him on stage making the crowd love him. Shortly thereafter, that's like a perfect hero's journey. So I want to go into that, and also just want to talk about some trending topics. I woke up to some crazy news. My family is in California, and they right up the street from that fire going on right now.
Oh man, prayers, man. Prayers
Crazy.
going out, man. Yeah.
We gonna talk about that. We
Yeah.
can probably talk about Drake and shit. This is just regular nigga shit.
All right.
But first, let's start with a trending topic.
Look, so before we go, listen, y'all don't know me, your baby mama probably do, so that's probably why you mad at me. Listen, no, man, comedian Cameron Edwards, y'all know, man. I do it all, man. Sing, music, comedy, acting. I'm in the Shots, the Tubi series out right now, man. I'm trying to be everywhere, man. Something gonna give, doggone it. Like, I'm just... They gonna see me.
How long you been on this journey? Like,
truthfully, I just started 2021.
Summer
of 2021. It's very recent. I started summer of the pandemic, right? Everybody is like, trying to do something different. Everybody in the house. It's really nothing to do kind of situation. But I just remember my relative, man. Shout out Zilla, man. George Brookins. Was like, man, you ever thought about doing stand-up? Like, nah, not really.
This is recent.
Like, yeah. Matter of fact, it was crazy. I was at Kiera Marche's video shoot. Shout out Kiera, man. Kiki, Miss Kiera Marche. So we had Kiki video shoot for Arrogant. She filmed for Arrogant. We were at the Strut, right? So I'm in here just, acting ass, doing what I normally do. You can't take me nowhere.
Being yourself.
I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm clowning, right? So everybody laughing. We just kind of, they just letting me. I'm cutting up, man. You know what I mean? Everybody laughing all night long. Boom. So I noticed Zilla just kept kind of watching, like, man, I don't know this dude, but I like this dude. It's something about this dude. I like this dude. That's all he kept saying all night. So there's a scene in the video where I'm playing like I'm the doorman, I'm the owner, and he the security guard. You know what I mean? Type deal. So when they come in, I'm like, yeah, I own the whole spot. This all me. I own all this. You know what I'm saying? Right? So boom, during the little cut between the break, he like, yo, you ever thought about doing stand-up comedy? Like, nah, not really. I just talking shit on my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, nah, what's up? He was like, bro, I think you be good at it, man. Like, I think you be a natural doing stand-up. Like, I mean, I wanted to try it. You know what I mean? I've watched comedy shows, comedians. I have my favorites. And I was like, I would want to try something like that, but like be good at it. I don't know, bro. That's a stretch. And he like, bro.
So I don't know how to say which specific one it was. In my mind, it's probably an egg. I feel like you had like a yellow shirt on or something. Does that sound right?
Let me see. It might have been from It's a Vibe when I had the yellow jumpsuit on. It was a Yellow pants. It was yellow pants, red shoes, yellow top. But I ended up taking the top off and I just had my t-shirt.
Was that your first one?
But it's a vibe. Ooh.
Like the first one that seemed to blow up on Facebook, at least when I was on there. Was that your first one? Because you look very polished. And they look well received.
My first show, the first comedy show I did was June 27th of 2021. And I always posted. I posted that one on Facebook, but that was the one I had on I think Milk the Game. I had on like an orange or red Milk the Game shirt and some jeans, like
maybe
some t-shirt.
Okay, that might be what I'm thinking about.
But it was like I did my first show.
What did that feel like? Was you nervous?
No, surprisingly, no. It wasn't like okay, and I don't want to say this. Like it's more of the you want to do well. You're nervous because you want to do well. You don't want to mess up. But bro, it's something about when I get on the stage and they give me the mic, all that shit go away. Just
was you nervous up to that point?
Yes, because it was like, what do I say? I've never done this before. What do I say? How do I even write a joke? How do I even like start to formulate to write a joke? Like my own original thought, you know what I mean? How do you write a joke? You know, so I sat down and took a studious approach. I went on YouTube. I'm looking up like comedy one-on-one videos, like how to write a joke, like, you know, the setup, the premise, the punchline. And it was like, that's not really my, you know what I mean? So I really got into it. It's so many different types or styles of comedy, you know what I mean? And it was like, find your style, you know what I mean? Find what suits you or what comics you kind of identify with or you know what I mean, kind of situation. Yeah, it was more so always, I wanted to be myself. I don't want to be nobody else. I love these influences and I rock with them, but I want to be me.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I get on stage, every time I get on stage, I feel like I'm introducing the crowd to North Omaha. Anytime you see me, you see my city. You know what I mean? I'm rocking nothing but city brands. You know what I mean?
So
the lingo. This is my guy, Sherman Wells.
All right, shout out to Sherman Wells.
Yeah, man, I'm from the hood. And what's so cold about it is because how he flipped it, you know, he said the logo was before it took a village, now it takes a hood. You know what I mean? And the spin on it, as opposed to I'm from a hood, you know, Crip blood, whatever. No, it was motherhood, fatherhood, brotherhood, sisterhood, parenthood. You know what I mean? Like, man, the flip on that was so raw. I was like, yeah, I need that. All the fits, all the color, I need that. So every time I'm out, bro, it's not a game. I'm from the hood, no handouts, milk the game. If you got a clothing brand, I want to rock it. You know, you from the city, you doing something positive. I want to tap in with you because I feel like we have a melting pot of talent here, bro. There's so many talented people here, but I feel like the world don't really know about us like that. So I want to spearhead that movement. Like, are we gonna introduce the world to this? You know what I mean?
So going back 3 years, you was at the shoot. Nigga said, "Yo, you might need to try this."
Yeah,
you tried it, and you just kept running ever since.
I kept going, bro. It was all right. So, and this is what it was. He made it a contest, right? Remember when Scruncho came back in like 2021, back then? Okay, so what he did was he said, "Listen, I'm gonna make it a contest. The winner of the contest will come get tickets to the Scruncho show. That's what Scruncho was down at the Elks. He performed at the Elks. So he made it a contest. I was like, shit, that's a free day night for me and baby. Fucking, I'm about to go crazy. So I went. I sat down for like 2.5 weeks in advance and wrote my whole show, like what I wanted to do, joke wise. Like I watched a bunch of different stand-up comics. I'm talking old, new, famous, underground, just everything, black, white, you know what I mean, slapstick, whatever, right? And just kind of like, all right, how can I Then I got high and just wrote. Start writing. Went back, proofread everything I wrote, and then start taking pieces from this one and putting it here and kind of randomizing the order so it still flowed, but it was kind of, you know what I mean, being bad. Like I noticed a lot of comedy shows that I saw was constant punches, bing, bing, bing. It was, you didn't really give them a chance to, you know what I mean, to catch their breath. You just hit them, bing, 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 right? So it's like, okay, how can I do that with this? You know, so I started taking it and breaking it and making it, boom, 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 man. And I remember asking my brother Sherman, like, hey, you did comedy. How did you memorize what you did? You know, your sets. He said, honestly, besides practicing, you know what I mean, I memorized it by just recording it and listening to it like my favorite song. So I wrote my set down, and he was like, write it in your words. You know how you talk. You know how, you know what I mean? Get it to where it's a conversational piece, to where now I could just bring it up in conversation with you. You wouldn't even know it was the joke, but I, you know what I mean, made it that, right? And I practiced it. I listened to it every day for like 2.5 weeks until I memorized it. And when I actually I memorized it within the first week, but then it was like that entire second week of me memorizing it. Now I'm able to kind of add to a joke and kind of, you know, add a couple more words here or take away something and the point still makes sense. I've memorized it enough to where now I can, if this joke is funny, just now, me telling you the joke sitting still in the chair is funny. Now imagine what it's going to do once I start adding in impersonations of people within the story, or you know what I mean, stuff like that, right? It just like elevates it, takes it to the next level. So I studied it like that. I did it. I rehearsed it. So when I got on stage, it was like I was at the gate 10. And I remember I get on stage and I perform. I do my first joint. We were only supposed to do like 5 minutes. Bro, I did like 17 minutes.
Effortlessly too, huh?
Bro, 17 minutes. Like, when I say I was, man, I'm hungry. And when I say it was like, I over prepared, I wrote so much stuff to where, like, that first show, like I say, I was only supposed to do 5 minutes. I did 17. You know what I mean? I got a like almost 19, 20-minute video on YouTube. Because
they weren't tripping about you going over the
No, they let me cook.
Yeah.
I'm cooking, I'm doing my thing. And by the time I actually finished the set and got done, I got a standing ovation. Zilla ass cried damn near. He like, oh my God, oh my God. It was funny, bro.
Zilla's the one that told you to start.
To do it. So ever since then, man, I've been right there with him. He took me under his wing, you know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with him and Sherm, you know what I mean? Like, immediately after that first show, he was like, look, you won. But listen, I'm a part of a comedy group, first string. And mind you, he had all the first string there that night. You had like Carmela Anderson, DC Cronin, Zilla, you know what I mean? Everybody is in there all at the time. Rachel J, everybody all there, right? And he's like, yeah, you gotta be a part of first string. Like, you gotta come be a part of first string. So
First String is the name of the comedy group?
it was a comedy group, yeah. So it was like, boom, I started rocking with Zilla, because Zilla founded and started First String, right?
Is that common, comedy groups? Well, I guess Kings of Comedy and shit, huh?
Well, yeah, it was just a comedy group we put together, all the different comics, you know what I mean? Networking, you know, the gang, the group, whatever, you know. When I get a show, I try to put everybody else on that thing, you know what I mean? Kind of situation, right? But it was more so like, he believed in me, because it was like when I came in, he said, bro, you funny, you hot. So every show he got on, he made a way for me to get on, or he was trying to put me on, or if he can't be there and one of the other comics from the team from First String, they can't make it, they got a show, hey, I got a new dude that I know gonna go crazy. He put me, man, I big up Sherman and Zilla so much because, like I say, they were really. They always ask me, "Yo, you ever thought about doing it?" I always, nah. But immediately once I start doing it, I'm talking about promoting me like crazy. Like Zilla is doing one-on-one interviews where he's supposed to be talking about himself. He putting me all in the interview. Like, hey, shout out Cam, man.
Is he a comedian or what's he doing?
Yes, he's a comedian. Look, man, Zilla been doing it probably like 20 plus in the game.
And he's from
and he's from Omaha, man. He's done a lot of shows, different comedians, different comics, you know what I mean? Meeting different people. But I was like, man, OG, I feel like you don't get your just due like that because we in a digital market now. You know what I'm saying? So now he teaching me the game and I'm teaching them the digital side. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, let's get you some content. We need more content because we need to get out here.
Are you on Instagram and TikTok?
Yep, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, hell, I got a Snapchat. You know what I mean? We don't talk about that though. No.
All about
Snapchat. But no, it's wrong because it was like he taught me, you know, you teach me the game here, and I'm gonna give you whatever info and knowledge that I learn on this side, and we make each other better. That's the whole objective. Iron sharpening iron. But it's been dope because this whole time, bro, I never would have thought these last 2-3 years was gonna be like this, bro. Because when it started off with just the one show, and I was everywhere after that. And I'm doing show after show after show after show after show. And not even just open mics, but I'm talking literally, I'm on show. I was on so many freaking flyers. Like I'm on flyer after flyer. I'm doing show after show. Some days I'm double booking shows. I'm everywhere. I'm doing this and that, and doing this and that, here and there. Then it opened doors to me doing music again. Now, mind you, I ain't never like I had a love and a passion for music. You know what I'm saying? Some people
rapping in particular, you sing too?
Both. Did
both.
Oh,
you double threat. I always wish I could sing. If I could sing, it would have been over.
It's good. You're crazy. Hey, listen. I might be able to teach you to hold a tune, bro.
You could teach that?
Yeah.
Can you? Do you think you could teach comedy too, or it got to be something?
Yes and no. I feel like yes because, believe it or not, and I don't want to say it like this, but I've worked with some comics, and I've had some comics even reach out to me behind the scenes, like, "Hey, you mind watching my show and helping me or tweaking? You know what I'm saying? Helping me to tweak some stuff." And I have, you know what I mean? But I always gave them the same game that was gave to me. You know what I mean? I try to be honest and open with people up front. You know what I mean? Now, most people might charge you. Most people might, man, if you ask, I'm going to give it to you. And
you think it's going to always be that way for you?
Yeah. Because nobody gave it to me. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm grateful for the people that did, you know, but like, when I asked certain questions, people would answer the question, and that was that. It really wasn't necessarily here, this is where you go. I kind of had to find that on, on my own. You know what I mean? And then once I kind of learned, I got in, found who to talk to, and was like, hey, people pointed, and I go right to them people. You know what I mean? Or where's the open mics at? Yeah, they have them here, and I hit them all. Tow all of them up.
So I have like 30,000 questions. I'm trying to figure out which one I want. First, let's do this. So it's been 3 years. Have you found? Does it seem like more of almost like a job now? Like, do you feel like your passion kind of wanes because you've taken a professional approach?
No.
You seem like you're still joyous.
I have so much fun doing this, bro. It's an energy shift because, okay, I feel like being able to change somebody's mood or mindset is already a powerful thing.
I feel that 1,000%.
To be able to walk into a room where nobody knows you and command the attention of people in the room and be able to dictate how they feel, that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's music, whether it's, you know what I mean? So I felt like it's empowering, bro. It's an energy because, like, I didn't know I had that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know I could. When I talk, people listen, or I really didn't feel like I had nothing to say. You know what I mean? Like, y'all find me interesting, nigga? Regular nigga, you know, regular North Omaha, like, cool, you know. And I go in and I talk my talk, and like I say, when I come in, I'm giving you me. So I've never, and people always, have you ever had a bad show? You ever been booed? You ever? I'm like, no, because I go in and I give you me.
Never had a bad show. That's what's up.
Because in my mind, they paid me to be here.
There you go.
You paid to be here to see me. Might as well have a good time. And even if you don't, I'm never gonna see you again. I really don't give a damn. They paid me already. I'm gonna get up here. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna talk my shit, and then I'm gonna go back to life and go back to, you know what I mean? Like, we all going through shit. We all dealing with shit, right? And that was really the biggest reason I got into comedy, because I dealt with depression. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with depression. I've dealt with, you know what I mean, like thoughts and all kind of shit, right? So it was like, I know how dark it gets in here, right? I never wanted nobody else to feel like I felt. You know what I mean? I never wanted nobody else to think like I thought, feel like I felt. So if I could, you'll never leave my presence the same way you came. You know what I mean? And that was just me. You know what I mean? And this wasn't a gimmick. This is just me, how I am. You know what I mean?
How did it even feel discovered? Because I could kind of relate to that, like having the power to just change how somebody feels. Because like I be doing coaching now. Well, I was personal training. I get I get a client some meal plans, exercise plans. Half of them do it, half of them don't. The ones that don't, they seem just down on life. I'm like, what's the difference between them and them? And I remember it's this woman, and she felt like super down on her luck, and she was talking to this guy, and this guy said something to her, and it just flipped her whole physiology inside, and that stuck with me, and it just made me take a deep dive into psychology. Like, what words can I say to? Because we only do shit because we feel like. So if I could change how you feel, I could change your behavior, and it could last a long time, perhaps. So when you discovered that, I know I felt I wanted to cry tears of joy just discovering it. How did it feel like when you came into that, like discovering your superpower, essentially?
It was scary. It was scary as fuck.
What you mean?
Because I know I've been on bullshit. I know I've been on bullshit. So I'm like, how can I?
Hey, how can I make this work?
How can I make this work? So, like, it was like, all right, you can, like with great power comes great responsibility, right? Correct. So it was one of those things where, yo, you got to be careful how you do this, how you use this.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like you really got to be careful, because I've done some things and talked myself into some situations unknowingly, and when it's happening, you're like, oh,
yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know, but then it was like, how did I do that? Yeah. I can't recreate this thing magically. Here, where I wanted to happen. It was accidentally, you know what I mean? Now I'm trying on purpose. And it just, you know what I mean? Right. But it was that, you know what I mean? It was really kind of that nervous energy that, all right, I really gotta be careful. Like, you know? And then, like, I said, damn, I'm a community figure now. I can't be caught up in these scandals.
That's real shit.
I can't be caught up in these scandals and these, you know what I mean? Because mind you, as I'm doing comedy, and it was so crazy. This is why I say, man, I feel like this was the lane, and I should have been here a long time ago, because so many doors opened for me. And it was wild, because, like I say, in the course of, we'll say, 90 days, you know what I mean? Life completely turned around from me being and having a episode, you know what I'm saying? And I'm very transparent. I was transparent on my social media. Like I always say, people utilize social media as a highlight reel. You know what I mean? You only get the best parts of a person, the best sides of a person, the best stories of a person. When I clicked in and it say, what's on your mind, whatever was on my mind, and that was that.
What you think made you like? Because I agree with you. I've seen your highlights and your lowlights. Like, what is that? What is that?
A lot of it started in depression, because you always look at the where you should have been, where you could have been, the potential, what you ain't got. You watching everybody else take off, be blessed, have, come up, and you looking at yourself like, yeah, like I'm still here. I'm in the like.
You're feeling like you the only one there because everybody else
going. Yeah,
but really, more people is like that than what you see.
Than what you see, and that's because all they're posting is their, you know what I mean. I'm getting on here like, look at me, guys. I'm in the muck and mire today, seeing the people's like, what's wrong with you? Because I always found a way, even no matter what my situation was, it was to smile through it. You know what I mean? To smile no matter what I was going through, no matter how I was feeling. I ain't gonna let them see me sweat. I'm gonna smile through it. I'm gonna keep fighting, and I would encourage other people to do so. Even though deep down inside, I was, you know what I mean? I wasn't there. My mind wasn't there. I feel like I'm really going through the motions. But when I see you, I'm going to smile. I'm going to speak life into you. I'm going to encourage you to be the best version of yourself and go out there and go make something happen, because every day you wake up, you got a chance to get it right. You got a chance to do something right. You got a chance to make it happen. You got a chance to. So, damn yesterday, you know what I mean? That was a play ago. You know what I mean? We can't live in the past. So, how you going to do it in the future? How you going to make something happen today? How you going to be the best version of you today? You know what I mean? And I was more so like, you give me a vision and an idea, I'll think of how to take your idea to the next level. Hey, man, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. But never quite did that for self.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's easier to do it for other people. From outside looking in, you got that perspective.
You know what I mean?
It'd be hard to work on yourself.
On your own. So it was always that for me. You know what I mean? And I just believed in being transparent. It was, hey, if I'm feeling good, you're going to know it. If I'm not, you're going to know it. And it led to times where it was like, this is where I'm at. People was like, yo, what is wrong with you? Because every time you see me, it's always a smile. I'm always, hey. So when I'm not smiling, you like, yo, I didn't know that was going on. I didn't know you was feeling like that. I didn't know you was really thinking like, you all right over there? You. Like, because I'm always the one you calling. You know what I'm saying? I'm always the one people will call on or call for, and I'm right there. I'm coming. I'm dropping whatever I'm doing. Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta go handle this. Now I'm going. You know what I mean? So when I'm in a position where I feel like I need that and I'm not getting that, it hurts. That hurt like a mug, because it's like, yo, I remember taking my last out of my pocket, giving. I'm giving what I ain't even got. I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul to give. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just financially. I'm talking mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You know what I mean? I'm giving energy. Like, I'm pulling from reserves. I'm running on fumes. But yet I'm trying to find a way and find it in me to speak life into you. I ain't even got it in me, but I'm trying to find it to get to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different kind of passion for people. That's a whole different kind of love. So, like, to feel like you're not getting that back, it was like, man, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? It was a bitter feeling. It was hurtful. But after a while, I learned grace. You know what I mean? I learned grace because, shout out to my sis too. She was like, man, remember when you needed that grace? Remember when you wanted that grace and you wanted somebody to afford you that? It was like, yeah, but it's like, no, you can't pick and choose. You can't but. Remember when? It was like, yeah, somebody gave you that. Yeah. You gotta have that understanding going forward. And it's like,
fine.
Yeah, you know.
Grace, nigga, grace.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's been so dope because it's led to so many like doors opening, bro. Like,
hold on.
Yeah, it's been
Okay.
it's led to a lot of doors opening, man. Like from this music. I ended up doing a TV show. We went out to Detroit, filmed a TV show out in Detroit. I'm recurring in a TV show now. I'm on Shots. It's a series on Tubi. I done had a couple recurrent episodes on it. Supposed to go back and start filming the other season's episodes, and you know what I mean, like stuff like that. Hosting shows, meeting people. I got to do a show with Shang. You know what I mean? What was dope about that is because they called me when he hit the city, like, hey, we need you to come, pull up, show us around, take us around. So now I got them and I'm all over the city. Mind you, I'm everywhere all over the city, but I'm in the trenches, I'm in the hood, I'm in the I'm with the not so savory characters. Hey, imagine them coming to get me to ride a celebrity around. Get Jeezy out the projects, kid. Kid, why you? Come on, man. You got Young Thug them out here being teased. Can't relax. Can't be chilling. But I'm cool because it's like we pull up. I hop out. What's up? Hey, what up, Kim? All right, y'all, I'm holler at y'all in a minute. Leave for B&T's. Go up to J&J's. They say, how you just leave from there and go up there? Hop out. What's up, Mike? Hey, what up, Kim? Leave from there. Go down to... They like, you at all the hood stores in every neighborhood, shaking hands, rubbing elbows. Yeah, them homies. Them my partners. I grew up with them. I knew them. Played football with him. Dated his cousin. Them is my cousins. You know what I mean? Like, it's love. You know what I mean? But I always just felt like, yo, I could did a lot of shit out here, but I ain't put myself in. Oh no. Oh no. You know? But it's been awesome, man. And that's what I like because
you got the superpower to do so.
They said, bro, the streets rocking with you, Cam. And I'm like, how? You niggas ain't been in those shows. They said, bro, when we found out you was doing comedy, we was like, yeah, we got one. We got somebody that we know no matter where he go, he gonna rep. He gonna rep for the city. He gonna tell it. He gonna talk his shit. He gonna tell the truth. But we know you gonna rap. You know what I mean?
Have you been doing like a lot of podcasts over the past few years? Like which number am I?
What? Third? Fourth?
Okay.
And I mean, I've done my own, but it was boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have our own podcast. It's boxing.
Talking about boxing on the
Yes,
podcast?
it's Boxing to You. It's myself and my guy, Mr. Goose to You. But yeah, because we know Bud. Bud, my partner. That's my dog. But it was like growing up with him, knowing him, you know what I'm saying? And then watching bro do his thing and remembering like even conversations we had. You know what I mean? Kind of situation. It wasn't like no super just, it was like, hey, it ain't that many champions from the city. You know, you could be the first undisputed from the city. Like, you could really, and then the more undisputed you get, the higher up in the pantheons and the books you go, bro, you know what I mean? So to see that and see bro doing it, like, man, I'm repping for my nigga.
I'm dumb proud of that nigga.
It's home team or no team.
I'm a genuine fan. Like, even if I wasn't from here, he's greater than Floyd in my mind.
In my mind, too.
You know what I'm saying? I say that objectively.
I believe the same.
And just knowing, like, yeah, I went to school with this nigga.
Exactly. That's crazy. Like, but I love it because a prime example, right? We at we go see DC Young Fly when DC Young Fly came last year. And he calls Bud out in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, come backstage after the show, big dog. I want to holler at you. I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So they getting ready to move to the backstage area, you know, after the show. I make a beeline straight to him. Bud. He turn around. That nigga walk to me. Like, what's up, baby? What's going on, like fam? Good to see you. Love what you're doing. Keep doing your shit. He's like, man, come on, nigga. Come on. Now I'm backstage with these. They're like, you know what I mean? Like, man, come on, man. Just slide with me. Like, all right. But it was just, like, every time I see, bro, it's always love. It's always the same thing. You know, what's up, my nigga? Good to see you, man. Love you, my boy. Keep doing your shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. But when I get out here, I'm on the front line repping. Yeah, that's my dog. He'll beat your best friend. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the house with her. Yeah. That's my partner, man. We gonna rep. That's how I am for my city, man. Like, we got so much greatness here that I'm a rep for this thing no matter where I go, no matter who I'm talking to. Y'all got black people in Nebraska?
Yeah, plenty.
Gabrielle Union, you know, Terrence Crawford, me, and they like, you know what I mean? But I rep so tough. And then after meeting me and chopping it with me, and they like, yo, you a real dude. And they be like, man, I gotta come to Omaha, man. It's going down like that in Omaha. It's really like that. Like, you be surprised, like, man, no. And then we get into something, you know, and then hey, yo, you really, hey, them Omaha dudes get big. Yeah. Yes.
So you mentioned kind of bring it back a little bit, and make it a little dark, because you were saying like you was giving shit when you was on fumes and wishing you even kind of got it back and going, people not realizing you was feeling a certain way about certain things. Is one question I've always wanted to ask. Like always, how did you really feel about that? Because it seemed like niggas, we joked about that for like a year or 2 years.
That shit was funny to
me. You ain't never felt like y'all niggas dragging it out and not let it go?
And for a little while, it was a time where I did, because it was like, all right, nigga, find something else. Like, or this is, in my mind, it was like, this is your way to make conversation. You can hit me any other time directly, holler at me, come holler at me, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, this is your way of making conversation. Or I've been talking shit so long, I done clowned a lot of people.
Nah, this is your karma.
This is, you know what I mean? This is finally your chance to get back. Like, nigga, remember that time when you said in the lunchroom in front of all them people? And I remember, I done talked about so many people. I don't remember that, but you held on to that. Like, to see you get your just due.
Damn.
You know?
Go around, come around.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I know, as, you know, being a comic, you gotta have thick skin, bro. You can't be sensitive in this game.
So you feel like, because that was before you got on
that the was before right? stand
you feel like your skin was
bro, they tore me up.
Yeah, but they did.
I remember being in the place to be, tearing people out the box. I remember running fools down online all from the time Facebook started. I remember being in the lunchroom, running cats down in the Viking Center, running cats down. So it was like, for this to happen, first of all, I slipped, and don't drink and Drake, okay?
Don't drink and Drake.
I was drinking and drinking. I'm in the hotel room listening to Drake drunk.
Oh, man.
Like, man, they don't love me like they say they do.
Damn.
sad Facebook status.
Don't drink and Drake is crazy.
Don't drink and Drake, man. Sad Facebook status. Sin. No, I wasn't supposed to sin that, man.
Damn.
And it was just funny because it was like you say, just what's on your mind? So I got hotel room, wings, gas, little fish.
Sound like a night.
It was a night. What was good?
Damn. Has that whoever that party was? How did they ever say sorry or?
You know what's funny about that? She didn't even realize it because a lot happened, and I don't want to go too far into her story because I feel like to tell what happened to her would give away who it is, right? Uh-oh. But right after that happened to me, right? It was like I text her, let her know about it. Hey man, you made me famous. you funky bitch, you made me famous. Right? She ended up really having some real life shit happen to her. And it was like, oh damn. Like, so
was that part of why that night didn't happen? Or
yes and no. Well, no. Because I was actually privy to what happened to why she couldn't show up. Like, it was some personal family shit that really happened. And it was like, hey, I want to be here with the kids just in case. I don't want nothing to happen. I don't want the kids to get taken. And I'm like, bitch, you really shouldn't have been over here in the first place. You was already supposed to be back at the spot. Like, but you know what? Fuck it. You know what I mean? Whatever. You stay. So I get back to the room. I'm mad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pissed. Because technically, you never would have known this was happening had you did what you were supposed to do and brought your stinking ass to the room like we were supposed to go. You know what I mean? Instead, my mom want me to. Like, man, you wasn't even supposed to answer the phone for your mama. We were supposed to be laid up in a room all day, not doing shit. Fucking enjoying the room, whatever the fuck, right? That's my mom. Let me see what she wants. Bitch, no. This is a staycation. No. But nah, so and it was crazy because it was like Friday, I smack. Like Friday, we get the room, I smack. Saturday, that happens, so I don't. I go viral all day Sunday. I go viral like Sunday, Monday. Like that Sunday, she was like, because it was basically that Sunday is when the incident basically happens to her. Like, so I couldn't even really, you know what I mean? Because some crazy shit happened. So,
have you ever told this story in your stand-up material?
Nope. Nope.
You ain't speaking on any of the other podcasts or nothing?
No, never. We swept that right under the rug.
Oh, man, I'm bringing up old shit. Let me stop.
We swept that under the rug. Nah, because like I said, I just kind of let it go. And I respected it for what it was, you know, in a sense of, like I said, I didn't talk so much shit. I knew, like when I woke up and I see how many comments it was, first of all, I didn't even log in. I woke up, checked out of my hotel, and was going somewhere else. I think I was at the time, I think I was going to like, I want to say some weird shit. Like I was going to the plasma center. like, for real. I want to say like I'm going to the plasma center or some shit at the time. I turned my phone on, and as soon as my phone came on, my partner was calling me. It rang. I'm like, hello?
So he been calling.
He said, nigga, are you on Facebook? I'm like, no, what's up? He said, nigga, they are tearing you up online.
Christ.
Go online right now. As soon as he said it, my phone starts going crazy. Notification after notification. Just going like it, it take a minute to load. So when they find I'm like, oh my God. He said,
so what are you feeling right then and there?
It was like, oh shit. What did I do? Like, what did I do? What happened? Like,
what have I done?
What have I done? What did I? Then the only thing I could think about was, why I ain't been on since last night when I made that. That's status. That's exactly how it was. Like, it was a process of elimination. I was like, I ain't been online. I've been asleep since I made that. That's status.
Damn.
And I was like, but the status wasn't even that bad. It was, oh.
Was you drunk when you posted it?
Yeah, I was.
You did say don't drink and drink.
Don't drink and drink.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Yeah, I stopped drinking since then. Drinking since then. Yeah.
You just stopped drinking for real since then?
I stopped drinking.
Congratulations on that,
bro. Nah.
Congratulations.
But it was wild because, man, he was like, where you at? I said, I'm pulling up to see, CSL on 90th and Maple. He was like, oh, shit, I'm coming down Maple right now. I'm about to pull up. Nigga, why would you pull up so you can laugh in my face about what's happening? These are the kind of friends I have.
God damn it.
Where you at? You on Maple? I'm about to pull up right now. Pull right up. Hopped out the car, hopped in my car, and was like, bro, they're letting you have it. Look, here, I got my iPad. Look,
why? Just show you all the bullshit.
Bro, they was letting me have it. And it was, usually I post a status, a couple people get on, we'll talk some shit, they'll go back and forth. I could kind of jump in and talk shit. And I couldn't get in front of this one. It was too many. It's too many people. It's too many. And there are thousands of comments. I'm like, thousands, bro?
Damn.
It's people from out of town commenting. It's people that ain't even here. Like, they let me have it. And it went on for several posts. It started with that post, and then it went on to like 3, 4, 5 different other posts that they just, and then rest in peace, Juice, man. Rest in peace, Juice, man. Juice goes and makes the story time.
Oh, yeah.
Juice does the story time about it. Turn me up even more, bro.
God,
he added fuel to the fire. Just there. So when Juice do the story time, it's like, I forgot to have it. So every time something would happen, it would just kick it right back up. So for a while, it was like, I ain't even gonna say nothing. Because that was everybody's, little, like, get back. If you getting clowned and, something happened, somebody getting exposed or whatever, you know how the city do, right? I get on there talking my shit. That's what I do. This is what they know me for. I've been doing this all my life. Right. I get on here with my normal kiki, and they like, nigga, shut up. Ain't you the one that got stood up?
It's all over when they say ain't you the one.
And when they do that, everybody jump on like, oh yeah, I forgot about that nigga. Somebody screenshot the post. They go back to the post. It just ran it up. And the funniest part was because that's why I always credit Sherman as the first person to ask me about doing stand-up comedy, because Sherman was the first person to call me. He actually video chatted me and was like, you all right? Like, yeah, I'm cool.
This is the first nigga that checked on your well-being.
First nigga that actually checked on me.
Sherman? Shout out to Sherman.
He was like, you all right? I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm cool. I'm always good. What's up? He was like, man, they was tearing your ass up. I said, bro,
make sure it's all right.
Yeah, you gotta check, make sure you're good first. Then he gonna laugh at you. But I was tearing your ass up on that post. I'm laughing at the post. Like, nigga, did you see what they said? Boom, 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 right? So he was like, you ever thought about doing stand-up comedy? I'm like, no, not really. He said, bro, you should do it. You be good at it. He said, and right now.
This is the first time you got asked?
This is the first person to ever ask me this. He was like, you should do it. Right now, you viral. You viral. Yeah. Everything you say, they gonna laugh at. Even if you dead ass serious, whatever you post, they gonna laugh. They gonna, ha, ha, ha. Oh, you so stupid, you crazy. And I tried it because I didn't even go right into stand-up. This was back then. You know what I mean? I didn't try this until, you know what I mean? Like, hell, I think the Wingstop shit was what, 2020? This happened in like my birthday of 2020. You know what I mean? Like March of 2020. I didn't do comedy until June of 2021. So the whole year and some change after, I just kind of let the buzz die. You know what I mean? Because anytime I say something, they go right back to that. I'm trying to get away from that. And he was like, bro, you should have used that to go ahead and boost and push your shit up and, you know, whatever you was going to do. So kind of killed that little momentum. So then when I came back, hey, I'm doing comedy now. They like, it's about time, nigga. We've been waiting on you. And yeah, man, it's been that.
Damn.
It's been a blessing, man. It's been crazy.
So I only got one more question that could potentially get dark, and then we'll light it up.
Okay.
I think this was before the like always shit.
Yeah.
I remember you post because I remember thinking like, damn, he posted this, but I also remember feeling like I know exactly how this nigga feels because I had a similar situation. And this was years ago, so I may have some of the details off, but I want to say like maybe you was like homeless or something, and you was able to raise some money to get somewhere, and you was on the camera sounding mad grateful.
Because so check that. Okay, and that's dope because I've been there. This is what I'm saying. I posted when I was up. I posted when I was down. No matter what I was going through, I posted. Right. So, I had been homeless before. Getting out of the penitentiary. Like when I first came home from the joint, I was homeless. Didn't nobody really want to let me stay with them. I met, a couple like good friend of mine to this day. She allowed me to stay with her, you know what I'm saying, she allowed me to stay with her for a second until I was able to move down to Houston with my partner that I went to high school with. That's how I ended up moving to Houston, right? So, go through all of that, move back from Houston. I was married. I got married for the second time, but I got married in 2010. We moved to Texas in 2014. It was like August of 2014, right? I was in Texas for probably about 5 years. It was right at 5 years. We ended up losing everything. Just on some like, it was crazy, man. Life happened. You know what I mean? Like fell behind on bills. We supposed to get our income tax, you know what I'm saying, to cover and make up all the bills and make sure we straight and was situated because we had some bands coming back. Student loans takes the income taxes. You know what I mean? Like, okay, damn. We both got a car. We both working. The car breaks down. It's either fix the car or make the monthly payment. So of course we fixed the car so we could keep going to work so we could continue to make the monthly payment. They come and repo the car. You know what I mean? Now we down to one vehicle. So now it's like, hey, you drop me off at work. You take this car. You go to work. She hits a deer coming home from work in the van. Now we're without a vehicle. She's without a job. I'm the only one working. I'm riding the bus, walking to work. And my money ain't enough to cover all the bills and what we was doing.
Do you feel like this led to like the darkest moment of your life?
Yes, for sure. But it was just because I had poured so much into like I'm trying to hold up 4 walls and a roof and I'm watching this shit just crumble around me. You know what I mean? Like no matter what you did, no matter what you tried, nothing worked.
It's like it's feeling like it's like a season. It's just
it wasn't gonna happen.
I know that. I know.
And I mean, from me working, me trying to get jobs, I even started her a business. Like, hey, last ditch effort. Hey, I'm a e-commerce business. You do this. She didn't even want to do the e-commerce business. She was like just kind of checked out. I was more trying to do everything. I didn't set up the whole website, the e-commerce business for her to get paid off of. She wouldn't even maintain it. It was just like she was done.
How do you feel like you pulled yourself? Like, so anybody else who went to those dark moments?
I hustled. I prayed. I meditated. But more than anything, man, I just grinded, bro. And it was sad because I didn't have time really to like sit down and like, yeah, I couldn't afford to because nigga, I had to eat. I was hungry. I had to, you know what I mean? I had to live. So I never really had a chance to just sit down and kind of get my mind right. I had to actually figure out on the fucking go what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna make some shit happen. So it was wild, man. I moved back here. I stayed with my mom for a little minute. And I just remember one day, right, dude, this was at the beginning of the pandemic. And I never forget it because I had just gotten sick. This is before they even knew what it was. They even gave it a name.
You think that's what you had?
I had gotten sick. Oh, I knew it. I was sick for probably about a week and a half. By the time I got over, because the chick that I was dealing with, she had gotten sick before me. It was a good 2 weeks she was put up. I got sick right after that. I was sick for maybe about a week and a half. By the time I got well and they start, spreading it out, it's a pandemic, whatever. One day my mom came to me and was like, hey, yeah, you got to find somewhere else to stay, my nigga. You can't, like, you grown. I can't afford to have you here right now. And I'm like, I'm going through a whole divorce. I'm fucked up and all right, cool. So at the time, my pops had just gave me his truck. You know what I'm saying? Like his truck or whatever. So I took his truck. I took my big ass tote full of clothes, and I slept in my truck. I slept in my truck from March of that year to like July. And I remember the summers. You know what I'm saying? I'm driving around. I'm in and out. I'm wherever. I'm however. I'm bouncing pillow to post. I'm couch to couch. I'm at chick's house. Whatever. Right. So my truck started fucking up.
Of course.
My truck started fucking up. I didn't really have nowhere to stay. And it was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. How the fuck am I going to, like, basically I'm to the point to where I'm going to have to park my truck at my job so I can make sure I can go to work and get a paycheck and just have to kind of hustle from out of my truck and have people take me to and from, right? So I was like, man, the only thing I could think to do, I made a GoFundMe. I put up a GoFundMe just kind of explaining the situation. I'm fucked up. I'm homeless. I'm going through this. I'm doing that. I'm dealing this, that, and the third. And right at that time, you know what I'm saying, I had the GoFundMe going on and what's happening. People were actually starting to donate to the GoFundMe after reading and seeing and actually knowing, the people who knew me and knew what was going on. It was like, yeah, it's legit. He not on no bullshit. He not, because at the time, my car is like broke down in front of the Seville Motorcycle Club. I'm fixing my car in the parking lot of the Seville. I done changed out the alternator. I done changed out the radiator fan. I done changed out the, you know what I'm saying, cooling lines and shit, right? Mind you, nigga, I don't even work on cars. YouTube University, you know what I mean?
Shout out to YouTube,
right? So, people seeing me go through this, I'm shelling out all the money I got to keep this car so I got somewhere to stay, you know what I mean? So I did the GoFundMe. I ended up coming up, just fucking with the guys on a couple plays, on some, you know what I mean, one of them moves where it was some bands. I came up on some racks, and it was like, thank you, God, but I know this ain't right, but thank you.
Yeah.
But this is what I need right now. And that was, and that was where you saw I was in the house. I got the crib. Man, I went, got a house. And the crazy thing about the house was because it was my homegirl's house. You know what I mean? She had a whole tragedy like happen at her crib to where she was like, she didn't want to be there no more. Basically, her little brother got killed in the house. You know what I mean? And with her little brother dying in the house, I don't even know the fullness of the incident, but yeah, it was fucked up because I want to say it was like her brother passed away in the house, and some kind of way they trying to pin the brother's death on her oldest son or something to that effect. It was something crazy. I didn't really know the entirety of the story, but it was so fucked up. You know what I mean? This is my homegirl, this is my partner, you know what I'm saying? I kind of liked Shorty at the time, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to be there for her. But I'm fucked up too. So it was like, well, hey, if you finna move out, You don't want to be there. You mind if I take over the lease? You know, like talk to your landlord, see if I can take over the lease. I got a job. I just came up on some bread. You know what I mean? I got the whip. Like, I can take over your lease. So she was like, yeah. And she actually spoke to the manager, the landlord. The landlord allowed me to take over the lease, right? So I moved into the crib, cleaned up the house, cleaned up everything, got it situated. And that was my spot. Where I fucked up at was because I was supposed to take some of that bread, pay up my bills for, in advance, and then go get another vehicle. And I didn't go get another vehicle. I instead tried to patch up the little vehicle I had and then fucked off that money just on clothes and shoes and bullshit, right? So I still had money, but it was like not what I had, right? And it like I knew I should have bought another car and I didn't. So I fucked off that bread, and it was crazy because right before it was time for me to like get ready to start paying all the bills up in advance, I turned on all my utilities, everything, went shopping, grocery shop, cleaned up, furnished the crib. I had a chick from the motorcycle club come to me on some, hey, I'm down on my luck. Do you think we could move in kind of situation? So I'm trying to, now mind you, I'm thinking these people is cool, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be a blessing to somebody, try to be nice to somebody on some looking out. And basically, Shorty kind of came in and squatted.
Jesus.
Like, she came in, stopped paying bills. So the whole objective, well, and I knew I shouldn't have did this shit, but, just trying to be nice, trying to look out. She came in on some, hey, it'll only be me and my son. Okay, respect. You know what I mean? When you get there, it's you, your son, and then the next day, his homeboy, you know what I mean, tries to show up.
Homeboy?
Yeah, her son's homeboy. Neither one of these young brothers are in school. You know what I mean? One dude is
like college age?
Yeah, one dude is like 19, so he college age. The other little nigga is like 17. He should still be in school. He completely dropped out of school. You know he dropped out of school, and you okay with this? I'm like, okay, well, they need to get jobs. Like, I'm not finna be in this motherfucker working, busting my ass all day, going to work, and these little niggas is laying up in my house like they grown. I can't even lay up in my own goddamn house. Nah. When I leave, they leave. Point blank. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I was raised, right? So, that became an issue. You know what I'm saying? And for a minute, you was cool because your name wasn't on the lease. You had to really kind of abide. Whatever I say goes. And you might not like it, you might not whatever, but your name not on the lease, so you got to do it, right? So I allowed her really to finesse me because she came to me with the whole, hey, my caseworker just said something about, the state will pay our rent for up to like 3 to 6 months. You know what I'm saying? But I have to be on the lease. If you put me on the lease, they'll pay our rent in advance. Ooh. So it was like, I felt like, nah, I shouldn't do it. Like, nah. Then I'm like, nigga, this extra 3, 6 months worth of, you know what I'm saying, finances I could save. It's, you know what I mean? So I put the broad on the lease. No sooner than I put her on the lease, she comes back with a bullshit story of the rent was considered past due. So if you got a past due balance, they're not gonna pay in advance. Ooh, so now you're on the lease, and now you don't want to get off the motherfucker. So basically, long story short, Shorty just tried to squat. You get on the lease and just decide to not pay no bills at all. We supposed to go half on the utilities and the rent, and you just decide not to pay nothing at all, thinking that I'm going to pay everything while you save your money, go out of town, go on trips, fuck off your money, smoke, get high, whatever. And then you got these two little niggas in my house running them up, doing whatever the fuck, breaking in motherfuckers' houses. All kind of shit was happening. You know what I mean? Well, I had the gang unit at my house on I don't know how many different occasions. Jeez. I had the police at my house. I don't know how many different occasions. I remember one time they broke in my house, stole my shit.
The two little niggas did?
Yeah. They didn't know that I knew they did it. But of course, I know they did it because there's no forced entry into the house. The only way in is with a key. The only two people I gave a key is you and your mama. You know what I mean? Like, they tried to rummage through the stuff and then bust out the window. But the window was busted from inside the bedroom. Like, first of all, it's not even just, if you bust a window so you can climb through a window, you're going to have to clear out all the glass so you don't cut yourself up. The window was just busted from the inside to the outside. So all the glass is outside the house around the window, where you can just to try to make it look like, no, nigga. Everything you doing, I've done already. You understand what I'm saying? So I know how this shit should look. I know how it should go. I know how. Yeah, nah. I knew y'all broke in my house because, and it's funny how shit works because just last year, I find out who took the little niggas to the pawn shop to turn my shit in. You know what I mean? It was one of the homies. Like, on some, man, that was your house over on? I'm like, yeah, nigga, that was my crib. He said, bro, I'm the one who took them little motherfuckers. They made it seem like, oh, so yeah, you know what I mean? They did him dirty too. So yeah, when that whole shit happened, it was like, look, yeah, I'm out. Yeah, y'all, you trying to get over it, you trying to finesse, these little niggas stealing. And rather than, you know, handle it a fucked up ass way, it's like, you know what? I got something for y'all. I laugh. I turned all the utilities off. Everything is in my name. I turned everything off. Everything off. Called the landlord, was like, take my name off the lease. Here's your rent for last month and this month, the current month. Take my name off the lease. You can keep her name on there and do whatever you're gonna do. But I'm out. Turned everything off, bounced.
Was this whole story before or after Like Always?
This was after the Like Always. This was before. Yeah. Yeah.
Hell of a life.
So boom. Now that's what was wild because this was after Like Always. This was before the suicide incident.
Hold on, I gotta use the bathroom. I want to make sure I'm fully present. Hold on.